and welcome to another video. Today, as you can see, I am wrapped up all nice and warm and cozy in my foxy thing. It's really cute and I do love it, but it's so ridiculously heavy and uncomfortable because the scarf and the hat are knitted together and it's just really heavy and it feels like it's going to fall off my head all of the time. But I'm going to try my best to keep it on because today we are doing the full-time cozy time book tag. I was tagged by G from Book Roast, so I will leave the link to her video down in the description and you can go and check that out. And I suppose I'm just going to get on with it. I don't know if I'm going to be able to keep this on my head the whole time, but I will try because I like it and it's cute. Okay, so I've got the questions on my laptop rather than my notebook today because I'm lazy, and let's just get into it. Question number 1 is Crunching Leaves. The world is full of colour. Choose a book that has reds, oranges and yellows on the cover. The obvious choice for this one is Illuminae. Look at that cover. You've got the reds, the oranges, the yellows, and it's all blended together seamlessly, and it is a beautiful book cover. So yeah, that one. But on the other hand, we've also got The Last Unicorn, which is way more yellow and brown. It's got a little bit of like burgundy red in there. So it still looks autumnal to me, like leaves, but it's like two phases of autumn. You've got the red leaves and then the yellows and the browns. So I think both of those suit that question. Question number 2, Cozy Sweater. It's finally cold enough to wear warm, cozy clothes. What book gives you the warm fuzzies? Now this really depends what sort of warm fuzzies you mean. If you mean like homely, sweet, curled up by the fire, warm sort of fuzzies, then I'm gonna go with Howl's Moving Castle, which probably won't come as a surprise if you're familiar with my other videos. This book to me is just warm home, childhood, lovely. It's full of magic and wonder and I love it, so that one. But if by warm fuzzies you want like romance sort of warm fuzzies, then it'll probably come as no surprise. A Court of Mist and Fury. This book has definitely got some fuzzies, and if you've read this book you will know what I mean by that, and I think rather than warm fuzzies, they are hot fuzzies. Hot fuzzies. This is so uncomfortable. My hair always looks so weird in hats. Ugh. Third question. Fall Storm. The wind is howling and the rain is pounding. Choose your favourite book or genre that you like to read on a stormy day. This is really boring, but the weather doesn't affect my reading. I don't change what I'm reading based on what the weather's like. This morning it was raining and I was reading Gemina, so that. But really the weather doesn't affect it because it's now not raining and I'm still reading Gemina. Can you see how this is like falling off my head slowly? How annoying. And my hair keeps falling in my face. Next question. Cool, crisp air. What's the coolest character you'd like to trade places with? This is quite difficult because there are a lot of really cool characters out there that I love and would love to be, but not for their entire storyline because those characters also go through some really traumatic, horrible experiences that I would rather stay away from. So for this, I'm going for a cool character that's cool in a different way, and I'm gonna say Charmaine from House of Many Ways. This is the third book in the Howl's Moving Castle trilogy, and Charmaine is a total book nerd who does nothing but sit in her armchair and read books all the time, and her mother's told her that she needs to get out into the world and experience things, so she applies for a job in the King's Library thinking she's never going to get it, and then she gets it. Alongside that, she also has to move into her great uncle's house, who also happens to be a great wizard, and she's thrown into this world of magic where one door will lead one way, but the next time you go through it, it will lead somewhere completely different, and she just gets so confused and muddled, and nothing in that house is ordinary. You can't just turn a light switch on, there's a spell for it. You can't just cook food, you have to enchant the cooker, and it's just wonderful. And eventually she does get to meet Howl and Sophie, which is like goals. The next question is Hot Apple Cider. What underhyped book do you want to see become the next biggest thing? If you're familiar with me or if you've seen any of my other videos, you will know that when someone says underhyped to me, I say Annihilation by Jeff Vandermeer. I'm not going to say that today. Today I'm going to say Acceptance by Jeff Vandermeer. And whilst I'm saying that, I'm going to take this hat off because it's just stupid. Look at it, it's so heavy. Yes, it's adorable, but it's heavy. Anyway, I've probably got hat hair now. Acceptance by Jeff Vandermeer. This is the third book in the Southern Reach trilogy, and I love that trilogy so much, as you probably already know. Annihilation is the first one, Authority is the second one, and Acceptance is the third one. And I think the whole trilogy deserves so much more love than it gets. The next question is coats, scarves and mittens. The weather has turned cold and it's time to cover up. What's the most embarrassing book cover you own that you like to keep hidden in public? I'm not ashamed of what I'm reading. If I want to read a children's book in public, I will read a children's book in public. If I want to read an unpopular book, I won't just read it at home to keep it hidden. I'm not embarrassed about what I'm reading, because if I want to read it, then I don't really care what anyone else thinks. Sorry? I don't think anyone should be embarrassed about what they're reading. If there was going to be one, it'd probably be 50 Shades of Grey, but I don't own it and I don't plan on reading it. But I don't think I'd want to read that in public. But that's mainly because I don't want to read it at all, so... And the final question is, pumpkin spice, what's your favourite full-time comfort foods? When I think comfort foods, I think roast dinner, like roast potatoes, gravy, stuffing, roast chicken, vegetables, a nice hot home-cooked roast dinner. That is comfort food to me, but I don't think that's necessarily full-time. I will have a roast dinner all year round. I do quite like toffee apples, and you can usually only get them in the fall, so perhaps those. But they're not really a comfort food, I just like them. So yeah, I don't know. A roast dinner. I'm gonna go with a roast dinner. That is all of the questions on there. That was a really quick tag, I feel. I'm not gonna tag anyone to do it because I feel like it's a little bit too late for that now. It's pretty much winter, so I feel like I'm doing it too late. But I was tagged, so I'm gonna do it. But if you want to do this, please do. Consider yourself tagged if you do want to do it and you don't think it's too late. If you have enjoyed this video, please do give it a thumbs up and chat to me down in the comments. I always enjoy that. And if you fancy subscribing, I'm always eternally grateful for that, so that'd be nice. But yeah, I'm just gonna leave it at that for today, and I'll see you next time. Bye!